Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sabanzo, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, and entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things. And now we're sitting today, folks. We got an absolutely ridiculous show for you guys. Before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. Be sure to follow me on Instagram if you aren't already. So, as you guys know, yesterday we did a show reacting to some photos of Luka Doncic that emerged of him looking very, very slim and in shape, pretty much gearing up for the NBA season. He did that photo shoot apparently with Men's Health magazine. Well, it turns out, and I used to buy Men's Health magazine, that usually when they feature a particular person on the cover, they usually feature an interview with this guy. Well, apparently Luka did sit down to have an interview with them. I didn't read the interview. I didn't read the magazine. But apparently during this interview, Luka Doncic started to credit hard work to Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan, right? And during this conversation, because this is really, we're talking about what took place on a segment on FS1 featuring Chris Broussard and Danny Parkins when he was filling in for Colin Cowherd on the Colin Cowherd show. And essentially, Danny Parkins is saying, Luka Doncic refusing to acknowledge, and in his case, worship LeBron James and give praise to his new weight loss and say that, Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan were these hard workers and all of that. He believes it's like some type of slap in the face of LeBron, because he's like, how can you be crediting Jordan and Kobe when LeBron James is your teammate? Like, why aren't you giving LeBron James props? Why are you giving Jordan and Kobe props? To the point where Chris Broussard is like, what the hell do you want the guy to do? What do you want him to do? So for those of you who didn't hear this exchange, I want to play that for you now, and then want to come back and react to the comments. Take a listen to these guys here.
You are a journalist, so you know the difference between journalism and PR. And Luka Doncic graces us on the cover of Men's Health. And Luka Doncic looks shredded. And Luka Doncic, to me, is doing some PR to get people like, oh, yeah, he cares, and he's a professional, and he's working out. And I don't know if those images are doctored or whatever, but good for Luka for getting in shape. But beyond the pictures, I read the article, and there are two mentions of LeBron James, Brew, in the article, both by the writer. Like, normally athleticism is, with LeBron James level biceps and things like that. Right. And then there is a quote from Luka Doncic after he apparently credited witnessing Dirk Nowitzki early in Luka's career, Dirk late in his career, about how he worked out. I want to put the quote up here for the FS1 audience. He said, MJ and Kobe, they really did a lot in their careers. They sacrificed a lot. And I'm thinking, I thought the narrative was that Luka was going to learn from LeBron how to take care of his body, but he doesn't credit LeBron in the article. What do you make of it?
Nothing.
Nothing.
And first of all, it might be PR the way Luka looks, but he had me at hello.
Oh, really?
I mean, my goodness. He looks, I'm sold. Dude looks awesome, and I think he's going to be better than ever. But to get to the LeBron, MJ, Kobe thing, we all know Luka has talked about his love for LeBron, watching him growing up and, modeling some of his play after LeBron. And you're right. He said MJ and Kobe, and who can fault him for that? Two all-time greats. Obviously, Kobe, a Laker great. But and remember who he works for to some degree. He's a Jordan athlete, right?
Yeah.
He's a Jordan-bred athlete. So he mentions Jordan, his shoe company. He mentions Kobe, the legend of the team that he plays for. But I'm going to be honest, Danny. When I saw this article, saw how Luka looked, read it about, how he's changed and this summer's different for him, I gave a big shout out to LeBron James. Like, this is a testament to LeBron James's example and the impact it had on Luka Doncic. Like, he's been in the league 6-7 years. And I know we've always seen pictures of slim Luka in the summers, but this is clearly different, and he said as much that this is different this summer. I think he played with LeBron and saw why, as much physical ability as LeBron has, as much natural ability, as much size and strength and athleticism as LeBron has naturally, he goes above and beyond to become the player he is. Like, he's not just playing off his natural ability and giving you the basic, doing the basic workout that all the other NBA players do. We know he goes above and beyond, and I think that really clicked with Luka. And I think he said, you know what? If I want to be as good as him, then I need to do something different. And he's going through two-a-days right now, according to that article. So,
but he didn't shout out LeBron.
I shout out LeBron.
You shout out LeBron. Why didn't Luka shout out LeBron?
Excellent. So you heard what they had to say. First of all, it is widely reported that Kobe Bryant was the hardest working basketball player to ever live. Right? Nobody worked as hard as him. So Luka mentioning Kobe, I don't see how that's controversial. Why should he mention LeBron James? He's mentioning Kobe Bryant. Just today, before we did a live, a picture popped up of Kobe. There was a picture of him when he was alive, when he was like at the beach or something, I don't know. And there was a photo of him showing his body, and he was a little bit out of shape in his standard, NBA standard players standard, out of shape. And they were calling it like the Kobe dad bod. So Kobe kind of made a joke, and he's like, give me 1 month. And then Mamba blackout, and then he showed another picture of him like sitting in a weight training room, like, you know, like looking more cut, and he goes, workout done at 6 a.m. Right? So Kobe is the hardest working NBA player ever. Just listen to all of the lore surrounding him. So Luka drawing inspiration from Kobe would make a lot of sense. But why do you want him to include LeBron? Like, these guys want to give LeBron James everything. Everything. And I knew that that's what they were going to do. They were going to try to find a way to say, oh, because Luka is playing with LeBron, therefore it's now causing him to lose weight. Bro, do you realize, if you follow news, LeBron James has been traveling all over the world this summer? Do you know that? You can spot him out there in Monaco. You can spot him out there in, for sure, in Europe and other places. And all of these places, Luka was not present with LeBron James. Luka is the one putting in the work. The only place I saw Luka this summer was in Greece for that Jordan event that he had. He invited other players out there like Bam Adebayo, Carmelo Anthony, and some other guys. So it's not like as if Luka and LeBron are traveling everywhere like you would see LeBron and Draymond Green. Luka's doing his own thing. And Luka is working out for himself. He's at the gym. Did you see LeBron anywhere in the gym with him? It's one thing if you see footage or you hear stories of him and LeBron training. That happens. I would just listen to a story from Corey Maggette talking about when him and Kobe Bryant went to a morning workout. Right? Like, that happens, but that's not what's happening here. Luka is the one taking his diet and nutrition to the next level. So for you to now say, oh, he has to give that credit to LeBron, what if he didn't get nothing from him? What if he drew a lot of inspiration from Kobe Bryant? Maybe just being in LA in the spirit of being a Laker and being in that environment and talking to people and understand, hey, what Kobe doing? And then that's what, who knows? Like, so for him to give credit to Jordan and Kobe makes a lot of sense because these guys inspire a lot of people. Look at the current crop of NBA players. Whose shoes do they wear? I think Kobe Bryant has the most worn shoe in the NBA right now. Luka's a huge fan of Kobe. I'm confused. Yes, he loves LeBron and all of that stuff, but come on, Kobe Bryant is Kobe Bryant. But why do y'all want him like, it must always be that. And that's what they were trying to do last year. All of a sudden, Luka was this great player. As soon as he became a LeBron, all of a sudden now he's this charity case. Oh, Luka didn't do this. Luka. This is the problem when you become this guy's teammate. Every negative, it's like LeBron's teammates don't get uplifted. They all get dragged down. And he's the only one that gets levitated. But look at the cases of Kobe Bryant and these other guys. They uplift their teammates. Jordan made Pippen better. Kobe made Powell better. And in the case of LeBron, they always get dragged into the dirt. Or they weren't good enough and this and this. And now it's Luka. Same thing happened with Luka. Luka got criticized more in that 6-month period for being a Laker than he had ever been in his entire career. And then now the guy gets in shape, and now you want to give credit to. Did you see LeBron in any of those pictures? Did you hear him say me and LeBron were doing 2-a-days this summer? No, LeBron is living his life and enjoying his summer as he should with his family. Luka's the one figuring this stuff out for himself. So why do y'all want him to give him this credit that he don't deserve? Are you joking with me? Like, come on, knock it off, man. But this is what they do. This is what they do. You guys let me know what you think about this in the comment section, and we catch you guys on the next show. Peace.